Hello everyone, my name's PG or Team America, and here is my review of the new 19.6 Duels update. So, um, here's a decent amount of stuff. Starting off, Gatling Gunner was removed from the active treasure pool. It was basically never picked, so you'll just get something useful more often now, which is pretty sweet. Mage Armor is no longer a mage card. Didn't really make sense that it was a mage card. So, as a treasure, being a treasure. So, yeah, that's just like housekeeping, if anything. Now, the start of the big news, Frost Shards, the hero power that propelled mage up into tier 1, has been severely nerfed. It is now 2 mana instead of 1 mana. And I think that this almost kills the archetype that had been running around. Like, my elemental mage deck will basically have to be rethought. It drops it down at least to tier 2, if not tier 3. There are probably still tier 2 mage decks, but they will look different. Because you can't just... Basically, you would just use your hero power to fill in your curve every turn, and you can't do that. You can't just, like, use your hero power, collect ice shards, and then grand finale and win. So, pretty significant hit the mage. Men at Arms used to cost 6, now cost 4. For the rest of your game, your Silverhand recruits have +2/+2. I think that this moves Paladin up to Dude Paladin to at least tier 3. I think this could make Paladin tier 3. Which is a pretty significant jump from the current tier 5 I have it at. This is a huge buff. Like, if the games are long enough and you play both this and Lithraxian, or you play this with the double time potentially, or it'll, like, you'll be able to make it cheaper with Ronins or something. Dude Paladin, I see some potential there. So, keep an eye out for this. Humble Blessings, I haven't been able to, it's going from 5 mana to 3 mana. I haven't been able to think about this as much. I have seen some powerful effect using the Revive hero power in this. Like, 2 mana summon. Like, I think how it works is when you're using the Revive hero power and you revive it with this active, basically. You're reviving 3/3s. Which is pretty powerful. Like, if you're reviving a 3/3 with a Death Rattle, it's a lot of value for your hero power. I'm not sure it's enough tempo to be a factor, even at the cheaper cost, but, and I'm not sure what minions you could put in to get the massive value that you put. But I mean, like, you can do, like, you can play a 3 mana 3/3 Tyrion, and then and then revive it. So that's interesting. So I think this is interesting because it was unplayable before. So maybe I think this has to get played with the Revive hero power though. Again, we'll see. Fluctuating Totem goes from 0/3 to 1/4. I don't think this does absolutely anything. It makes it better, but I don't think you are ever using this anyway. If you're playing Totem, I think the one that puts a bunch of cheap totems in your hand is better. Spiked Arms. So, this card was unplayable before. And now it might be playable. A 3 mana 3/3 weapon is decent. But I don't see where it fits too well. You could maybe see it in No Pain, No Gain, the starting hero power. But I don't think it's good enough. I've only encountered someone playing this weapon once, and it didn't go well for them. They soon conceded. But it is a lot better than it was. So maybe someone will figure something out. Probably not me. Demonizer goes from 3 mana to 4 mana. Good change. It was really strong. It's a slight nerf. Probably won't affect things too much, but it will lower the win rate of the deck. Killmox, the banished one, goes from 6 mana to 7 mana. I think that this will be the nail in the coffin for discard Warlock. Not being able to... Killmox coming down even a turn later, it will be harder. The only thing that this might do, I could see, is now Killmox will corrupt Ticketus. So maybe discard Warlock becomes a controlling Ticketus deck. So that might see some experimentation. Because Killmox and Ticketus costing the same amount of mana was pretty difficult. But now maybe you're a little bit more liberal playing the Killmox, and now you're more interested in playing multiple Ticketuses. And you go super greedy with Yasiraj as well. I could see that being a deck. So, but the traditional, just cycle your deck for Cthulhu, and that's your only win condition. I don't think that deck will be around anymore. I think it'll need to adapt. So, and yeah, and you keep go, and there's no Druid nerf, so I don't know what that's about. So basically, I think Druids will be. Like, Druid still had the issue where it would drop off eventually. Most of the time. But for the first 5 games, it's still significantly stronger than every other class. And if you get decent passives and buckets, it can go 12 wins quite regularly. So I disagree with the decision to not nerf Druid. I honestly think Harvest Time should cost 3 mana. I think it's that strong. Yeah. So overall meta, so Mage goes down, Warlock goes down. I do think that this will transform Warlock. Like, I think the possibility of being able to build into a Ticketus, having a good card that will keep you alive while corrupting Ticketus, it does have potential. I don't think you consider it a buff at all, but there is potential there. So it might not be completely dead. But so Warlock probably stays in the tier 2 range. And I just think Druids is going to be in a class of its own and destroy everybody for a while. But let me know what you think in the comments. I'll be playing. This should go live already, so we'll see when the patch actually goes live. If you enjoy, please be sure you like, subscribe, watch me every day on twitch.tv/TeamAmerica, and leave a comment with what you think. Thanks for watching.